Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So hopefully you guys had a good day. I have been working on pillow gifts all day today. Well, besides for a little bit. I'll explain that in a second. But I started on one, spent about 3 or 4 hours on it, and I couldn't get it the way I wanted it to look. So I set it aside. I thought about throwing it off the roof, but I was like, let's not do that. Let's set it aside and work on something else. So I started working on another pillow gift, and I am proud to say I am a little over halfway done cutting everything. So what I usually do is I cut everything out in the studio, and then I take them in the house, and in the evenings or in the early mornings when we're just waking up, not quite ready to get our day started, I will put things together. So that is how I get all of my pillow gifts done. So I'm super excited that my second project for today did turn out like I wanted it to. And maybe tomorrow I will start back on the one that I started this morning that I just couldn't figure out. So we'll see what happens. But after that, I actually wasn't entirely sure I was going to be able to go live today. I had another spinal injection today. My daughter actually took me because Bo was at a job site. So I wasn't sure how I was going to be feeling, but I actually feel okay. I'm taking it easy after the live. I am going to go in and go to bed so I don't overdo it. But I'm super excited to be with you guys, and thank you for joining. If you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. Good evening, Darlene. Welcome. So on Tuesday, after or in the middle, I don't know when I said it, but I said I was going to do something out of the annual catalog. And I actually, let me kind of start from the beginning. I finished my Christmas Stamp-A-Stacks. And if you guys want to see them, it has to be like a mutual thing that everybody wants to see them before the email goes out. I pulled out a stamp set out of the annual catalog, and it actually has all three holidays in it. So it has Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and I really think you could use it for like a birthday. You could really use it for anything. But I really liked how it had all the holidays in one, and I always forget about it. So I did pull something out of the annual catalog to do a Halloween card today. So it's super cute, and I'm super excited to show you. Good evening, Mary. I was going to say Marie. I have no idea why I couldn't spit your name out, and I'm reading it right there. And Teresa, welcome. Okay, let's point you over. So do you guys want to see the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack? I'm actually trying to get us over to Facebook. Hopefully I will get a notification. There it is. Okay, so we are good. We are live. So everybody has to let me know if you want to see it, but I will start with what we're going to be playing with today first. So it's the Cottage Wreath. I don't think it's a bundle price any longer. Okay, Darlene says yes. So I'll do this first and then I'll show you guys. I don't think this is a bundle in the catalog any longer. It's been around for a couple years, but it has Thanksgiving. It has Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the hello could really be for any occasion, and the bows you could do in any occasion. And you could even put a happy birthday in the middle of, I'll show you the card I made where I put boo in the middle of it, but I think you could fit a happy birthday in there as well. So it comes with all of these dies. It does have the spider. That's what I used today. I used the bow that's right here, and I used this wreath. You can stamp the wreaths and cut it out with these two, and it has all the fall leaves as well. So it's a super cute set, and I don't venture to it very often, and I'm glad I stumbled upon it. So I used that, and then I pulled in the deckled circle dies. They are really massive dies, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And I used, let's see, this is 4, so I used 5, 6, and 7, the size of circles from the smallest. So that's what I used there. Okay, hello Pam, good evening. I'm going to show you the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack. So I am so in love with them. I hope you guys love them too. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? Oh man, should I flip them over? Okay, I'll flip them over for you guys. So I will be sending the email out, hopefully within the next few days. So I did 3 of the, not panda bear, whatever bears these are. I did 3 in that. And you get to pick whichever ones you guys want to make. And I did the gingerbread. I don't remember the exact names of these, so I definitely apologize. So I did 3 in this set. And then I actually know exactly which one Darlene is going to love, just because I know her a little well. So I did the snowflake with the snowflake punch, and each one will have a little Velcro dot to hold this down. And in the inside is where you can write your sentiments. So I did this in the Gorgeous Grape. This one, we always have to have a pink Christmas card. I actually did a pink Christmas card a couple years ago, and it turned out absolutely phenomenal. It was probably one of my most favorite cards. So there's that one. And then this one is the, oh, I don't know. I can't think of the name of it. My brain's not quite working. So those are the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack. I will label each one of them 1 through 12, and you can pick in increments of 5 on each one of them. So you can do 20 of one, you can do 5 of another. So that's kind of how the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack works. Okay, so here is the card we're going to be doing tonight. Thank you, Darlene. And again, like I said in the beginning, but if you're just logging on and you didn't hear me, I am using something out of the annual catalog. I did pull in some of the designer series paper that's from the holiday catalog, and I was going to bring you the pack to show you, but I have used every inch of probably 4 or 5 packs of this designer series paper. So this is all I had left. So those are the sets, and I brought in the deckled circle dies, and I used 5, 6, and 7 from the smallest. Those are the 3 sizes that I use. Okay, let's get crafting. So before I get going, I was a slacker and didn't put my white on the inside. So let me do that so I don't forget. I am notorious about forgetting. There we go. Okay, so let's bring in all the pieces and parts that we are going to be needing. So first I have a piece of pumpkin pie. This measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. We are going to go ahead and fold that. Give it a good crease. And then I have a piece of our basic white. This is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to slap this on the inside so I don't forget. I should have stamped some of the spiders on the inside of the card. That would have been cute too. So let's set that aside, and I will bring in all of our other goodies. So I have a piece of basic black. It's 4 by 5 1/4. There's a gem on my table. There we go. So 4 by 5 1/4. Basic white, 3 3/4 by 5. Designer series paper, 3.5 by 4 3/4. So all these pieces layer together. So I will give you a little smidgen of a hint. When you're making this card, it isn't super heavy, but you could lighten this up just a smidgen if you take your deckled circle dies and if you cut them out of your layering pieces, because nobody is going to see this. This is the only one that you're going to have to die cut out of a scrap piece of our orange. It's not orange, pumpkin pie. So this is the only one that you'll have to use a scrap piece to cut out of the pumpkin pie. But you can totally cut these 2 out of your layering pieces because you're not going to see them once you layer them. I didn't just for the live, just so it wouldn't confuse anybody's eyes. Sometimes I get weird, like, why is there a circle or a hole cut in there? And then I used the die to cut the wreath, the bow out of Cajun Craze. And I went ahead and punch or die cut and stamp the little spiders. So if you're not a spider fan, it's still a cute card. You could still send it out. But I promise you they will not jump out and bite you. Good evening, Heather. Welcome. If you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. Good evening, Marie. I don't know if I said hi to you. Oh, thank you for sharing, Pam. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Now, it probably should go that way, but I honestly, well, maybe it does. I don't know if it matters, if there's a right or a wrong way on this guy, but I'll do it which way the backside looks. So there's that. This is a super easy card to put together. It literally took me no time at all. Like I said in the beginning, I'm working on retreat pillow gifts. So in between cutting and prepping and all of that, I was able to whip these cards out in no time whatsoever. I think that probably the most time consuming is die cutting, but it really is not even tragic. We're literally just layering all these pieces. And I am not using dimensionals on anything except the spiders. And I think that's it. I think that's the only thing I use to pop it up were the spiders. There we go. So I'm going to flip this over, and you could use our adhesive sheets to die cut this so it would just all be sticky. I would have, but I ran out. I was prepping for a card class and I used them and I used my last of it, so I need to order some more. So I just put a little smidgen of glue all around. Center this. There we go. We can grab our boo. And I'm just using mementos. Memento. You can use a different color if you want to. I just wanted to kind of make this super fun and easy. I never want anybody to get stressed out about making cards. So I'm going to use 2 of the mini dimensionals just for the spiders. And I'm going to grab a mini glue dot for my bow. I did try to put a mini dimensional on here and it was a little too big. So that's why I suggest using a dimensional. There we go. Pick up our spiders, make sure they're going the right direction. It actually did take me a minute to figure out the spiders. There's that. And I think I have a block right here beside me. And I'm going to grab the spider and make sure he's going the right direction. And I am going to stamp a couple spiders. Actually, I think I'm going to stamp more than a couple spiders. A couple is 2, but I want to do a few more. You know what? It's your card. Do the whole thing in spiders, and then you literally just have to say Happy Halloween and write your name on it. Perfection. There you go. Super cute and definitely easy. And I did forget, I brought in, oh, that's not my poker tool. There it is. Let's use the correct side. One, I forget to use it, and then I use the wrong side. There we go. Super quick and super easy. I was actually thinking these might be my Halloween cards for this year because they were that easy. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I need to finish the retreat pillow gifts before I can think of anything else. So I'm going to put this on the inside. And you can layer to your card if you want to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I forget. But you can literally layer right to the front of your card. As long as there's no ribbon. If there's ribbon, do it to the side. So maybe that's why I usually just gravitate to doing everything off the card, just so I don't forget the ribbon. There we go. Make sure our skeletons are going the right way, even though we're not having the skeletons out. So did anybody remember having this set in their collection, or did you overlook it in the catalog? It's definitely fun. And I love how you get all three holidays out of it. Hello, Tracy. Welcome. Thanks for joining. And you can see I'm not using very much glue either. Less is more when you're using the liquid glue. It's a love-hate relationship. I love it. Some people hate it. If you're finding you're getting your fingers all sticky, it means you're using too much. That's what I say. Sorry, it's hard to talk and concentrate on not squeezing it too much. There we go. Darling, you overlooked it? I know, it's kind of crazy. I was actually, oops, that's the spider. I was looking for small Merry Christmas so it could fit on some of my Stampin' stacks, and I saw that sitting there and I was like, oh my gosh, it has a small Merry Christmas and it has all the different holidays. I completely overlooked it as well. So there's that. We just have one more to make. So I know if you've seen it from the start, you may not want to finish, which is totally fine, but you're more than welcome to. I love doing Facebook Lives, so I will stay on as long as you guys want me to. There we go. Make sure this is going the right way. And remember, if you don't have this set, you can definitely use it at the retreats. So if you want to make some of these for your Halloween cards, all my stamp sets and dies are available to use while you're crafting for the weekends. I really like that down the side. I'm glad I thought of that at the last second. Okay, last one. And then I'm probably going to go to bed. I probably am not going to stay up and do any fun things tonight. Start fresh in the morning. And maybe that one pillow gift that I know is going to work out, but for some reason, it was not being very nice to me this morning. So maybe I'll give that another go tomorrow morning. So there's that. And how many of you guys raise your hands, even though I can't see you, even though this is white, instead of putting the glue on here, how many of us flip it over? I think maybe all of us do. It's the same color on both sides. Why do we flip it over? It's just something in our brains that make us flip it. This one you have to. There we go. Almost done. Here we go. And the die cuts you have to also, because they have a little indent in them. I guess you could use either side, but you can tell the difference between the dies. And I promise you, even though I'm not putting a lot of glue on my card, it will stick together. This stuff is like liquid cement once it's dry. It will not go anywhere. There's that. Grab the boo. And hopefully you don't mess up the boo because you've already glued everything to your card. I would still send it, even if you messed it up. Or put a diamond over it. Everything's better with diamonds. There we go. Couldn't flip it over. There's that. Okay, let's stamp the inside so I don't forget. And then we are done. And if you only need to make a couple of these to give to your very favorites, I just showed you how easy it was. And I'm doing bottom, top, center, and I'm literally just eyeballing it. And then one in the center, so they look like they're evenly spaced. They may not be, but to the eye, it's evenly spaced. That's why I start at the bottom, top, center, and then you fill in the pieces. So there you go. There are our cute cards for tonight. And the set has Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and this hello. And if you change up all these colors, really could be anything. And you could even stamp a little happy birthday on the inside. So hopefully you guys liked it. Thank you, Darlene. If you guys need anything, please feel free to reach out. If I don't answer tonight, that just means I'm sleeping, and I will answer in the morning. Hopefully you have a great day. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. And I'll see many of you at card class on Saturday. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.